They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
First down, here's White. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Brady going to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On play action, now Brady. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Here's White. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rachaad White, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. The Browns at 7-3 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And they'll get this just to the 4. One-yard gain. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Opting to run again here with White. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Brady's throw complete to Otten. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL with just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Watson on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Watson. 20, 10, touchdown, Browns. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on the last drive, but fell incomplete. Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st down, Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. There he goes, left side. Past the trolley. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. It's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Chubb on the counter. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. They run it again with Chubb. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Chubb will try the middle here. Fights through it. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket. Those are the kicks that you worry you might have to confront again in the end. You had a chance to go up by 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter, but your kicker can't convert.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable for Grant. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 3 quarters in the books. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have the secondary. They can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, Chubb. He stiff-arms him, and they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. That throw by Brady, incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Grant on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talked about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for Cleveland, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.